Alright, here we go with our continuation of High Wall of Lothric area. Um, I've been playing a little bit off recording just because I don't think you need to see me die a bunch of times to a bunch of little trash mob guys, but I will explain kind of what I've done to kind of get you caught up and where I got things. If you miss something, you can go find it. If not, just move on. If you don't want it, move on. But here we go. So, I pointed a lot of this stuff out last episode, but now I have a lot of it, and I will show it off. First and foremost is my axe here. This is, hands down, an amazing, just phenomenal early weapon. So much so that for my original build with my pyro, um, I have this thing still in the end game, and sometimes I bring it out to use it for the dark damage. So it is fantastic to have, regardless of build. It's probably something that you're going to want to put on and use for a good chunk until you find a nice good infusion and get some stats to where you're scaling. Is really awesome. But this thing's fantastic. So I'll show it off in just a second. I got some other weapons as well. Guess I might as well show those. So the deep battle axe, and I have actually upgraded it just one time already, so that's why it's +1 right now. So it's a little bit higher. I think it starts with 96 physical damage and 96 dark damage. So you get both of those combined. So you're looking at 192 damage right now, which is better than anything I think you're going to find right now. So maybe this if you had the strength, but so yeah. Anyways, deep battle axe, highly recommend using it if you can. I picked up a couple of things. A couple of these things are drops or some things you find along the way. The mail breaker, which I believe is just a sword. I've used that one before. The broadsword, which I'll talk about. So this is the mail breaker. I mean, it's just kind of a short little short sword. Not great reach. Not very something you want to use. Broadsword is a classic Dark Souls weapon. Can't go wrong with it. It's pretty solid as well. Pretty short though. If you're looking for a short little quick sword though, it's pretty nice, and you can do all sorts of stuff with it scaling wise. So things to keep in mind. I've also found the Astora Straight Sword, which we'll talk about. I picked up a rapier, which I'll show you where I found. But this Astora sword is fantastic. I know it doesn't look like much, but it's just a solid weapon. Does pretty good scaling later on with certain things. This is the rapier, super fast, quick little poker. If you're going for a little, I don't know, dex or faster moves, you can try that one. But I actually got a great axe to drop off of one of these guys over here. It's pretty sweet. And I picked up a club. I'll tell you where I got that also. I had a halberd drop also, which maybe I'll just kind of just want to show these things off. You know, if you got it, great. You don't like it, great. But if you're like, oh, well, that looks cool, I want to go farm it, then you can. The club, not really super awesome. If you want a little bonking stick, you can. It's not that great. Once you get a great club, that one's way better. The halberd, if you're looking for a big, long, reachy, pokey guy, pretty slow, but amazing reach. And then this guy right here, just absolute bonk city. Just stun everything. It's pretty sweet little axe. I messed around with it on my first build also. You can do all sorts of stuff with it too. So those are kind of the weapons I found. I'm, like I said, just no matter what, going to be sticking with the axe. Picked up a couple shields along the way also. It's East-West shield, Silver Eagle kite shield, which is pretty sweet. Really what you're looking for is just physical 100 guard absorption there. So you'll see that this one has just 55. So that means it's going to block 55% of the physical damage coming in, which is not super great, whereas these will block 100%, which is what you want. And then you can play around with the other stats as well. So obviously my Knight Shield, my starting shield, has the best absorptions on things, so I'm going to stick with that. I did pick up an armor. I forget when fat rolling is. Oh, right now. Perfect. So stick with my starting armor. It is pretty heavy. Like every piece of this armor is just pretty heavy. Oh my god! And then I also found this. Holy cow! So I said in the last episode, this axe you get from the first mimic you encounter. Which, if you want to get to them, you go down here, down those steps, or drop down by the dragon. Once you get to the fire-breathing dragon over there, if you take the left path up, and then drop in to that room there, there's a chest in there, and that is your first mimic. It drops this axe, guaranteed. So definitely want to go kill that thing. It is a pain to fight in that little room, but totally worth it. But then this also dropped. Oh my god. This is the symbol of avarice, which I was stunned when this thing fell. This has an insanely low drop rate from any mimic that you fight in the game. But what this thing does is, if you read the description of it, it increases soul absorption from defeated enemies as well as item discovery, but curses them by draining your AP. So you gain more souls when you have it on, and you increase item discovery by, what's this, 207? You get a plus 100 item discovery, which is just enormous when you're farming for certain things. It looks absolutely ridiculous. You just have a mimic head on your as a helmet, and you'll notice my health is just slowly ticking away. It's not crazy fast, but it's one of those things where you kind of forget about it sometimes. You just gotta be really careful with it. But I could not believe that dropped. Just unreal luck, that dropping on the first mimic of the game for you. I ended up having to farm some mimics out all across New Game Plus 1 and 2 on my first build to get that one, so that I could get some of the Covenant items, which means nothing to you right now, but is, trust me, an enormous, absolute pain in the ass. So, anyways, I'm going to take a little shortcut here. Oh god, don't hit me. Stamina is not where I want it to be, really. I haven't leveled up that much, to be honest. I got killed in some unfortunate places and lost some souls. I guess I can just kind of show off. Yes, I've named my guy Jim. I'm only level 17 now, so I got, I think, 2 levels. And I've just been kind of trying to get vigor and endurance to 15. And then I'm going to get strength up to 15 as well. So those are my first kind of milestone things. Yeah, so anywho. Take our little shortcut, which we opened last time. I always, because I'm going to be fighting the boss, I always like to send it back up. Otherwise, you'll kind of forget, and you'll die and teleport back up to the bonfire, and then think the elevator's there, and then fall to your death, and that's a real absolute buzzkill after getting smashed by a boss. Let me explain some things I did here. So, from the bonfire up there, you run across the rooftops. There's a crystal lizard, and I remember what the name of those things were. Crystal lizard over there, you get your first one. You drop down the ladder right here, and you can either curl around this way and drop down a ladder and pop out here for your first lovely little winged knight pain in the ass. Or you can go through a door and proceed this way inside the building and pop out on this balcony right over here, right above my head. You absolutely want to go that way. It is a nightmare of a room with the enemies that are in there, but there are some serious stuff you need to pick up when you're in there. Mostly the big thing that you'll pick up is this cell key right here. So this is for an NPC. He is the guy that is in the jail cell I mentioned in the second episode. Jail cell, his name is Grey Rat. He is pretty important to get. You want to definitely go get him. If you missed him, it's all good. Go get the key, go grab him right away. You don't want him to sit in there. I don't know if he disappears or not, but you definitely want to have him in your at the Firelink Shrine. So there's a key. It's kind of, I don't want to go back in that room. I really don't want to go back in that room to show you. But basically, if you run this way, there's a couple little paths up here. You can take. The broadsword is up there. There's a pissed off knight in this room that you got to beat with a giant shield, so good luck with him. Broadsword. There's a little hidden like wheel barrel thing you can plow through and cross some wooden platforms and then drop down. It doesn't really matter how you enter this room. It sucks no matter what. You want to try to kite some people out slowly. Either get some fire bombs or get some throwing knives or something and just pick some of them out and fight them one-on-one. If you drop down in that room and try to fight everyone, you're gonna get killed. So, either way, once you've cleared out the room, at the very back of the room, there's another teeny tiny little stairwell that goes down. And there's a dog enemy that's hiding at the bottom of the stairs down there. But there's the key at the bottom of those stairs. It's kind of hidden, tucked away in there. Go get the key. Also, along this wall on the inside of the room, on a table, there is an Estus shard. And that's what lets you get one more Estus flask, or whatever it's called, the Ashen Flask. I've pumped all my Estus flask into health because I'm not casting on this build, so I don't need the Ashen Flask. So, yeah. Once you've cleared that room, my recommendation is to pop out of this door, drop down off this balcony. You'll take a little bit of damage. Wait until the Winged Knight's away. Drop down. There is a basic knight enemy at the bottom that will jump up and try to attack you as soon as you fall. Kill him, and then there's an item down there, and then the rapier is right here on the other side of this fountain. So, grab all that, get some souls, level up. I'm going to go try the boss again. I've got my weapon now. Don't get hit by that guy. So, I know that's a lot of time to kind of get caught up on what I've done, but I want to make sure you know where I get things. And if you miss something, then great. If you don't care about what I've shown you, then move on, and you don't have to go look for it. I am not messing with this area. There's nothing in there I care about. These guys absolutely fuck you up, and I just don't need to go in there. I think there's an NPC you can talk to in that room. I don't think it's critical. I'm not worrying about it. It's not worth the hassle. I'm just going to come over here, drop down, see the fog wall because I tried it last time, drop down, kill this dude, wait till the coast is semi-clear, run past, and good old Vort. So, last time did not go the way I wanted to go. I'm a little bit better off this time. 85 damage per hit. That was not fun, thank you very much. My Pyromancer just absolutely destroyed this guy, so I'm not used to struggling quite as much on board. But, oh god, dude, don't hit me here. I think I can just still figure it out. You know, and this is a weapon too, where I'll bust it into two-hand mode sometimes. And I'm not planning on blocking. Does double damage, but definitely does more damage than normal. With his big ass, I'm not sure how that happened, but the heal. Nope. I really don't want to die to this blue again. Not doing well. Be a little more aggressive. Oh, I got frostbitten. That's not good. Not good. So I'm going to move a little bit slower, I think. It's not quite as detrimental as... Die. Oh, come on, you bastard. You bastard. Ooh, boy, that was close. Okay. Vort is dead. Air of fire destroyed. Okay. Perfect. I can explain embers now if you don't understand them. Embers, every time you beat a boss, you automatically get embered. You'll notice you're embered because you're a little bit on fire. You can see it crackling around you. All it does is it gives you increased health. Your HP bar goes up. And if you're playing online, you can now... I think you can be invaded. I think there's something else you have to do to be invaded. I don't think you can be automatically invaded. But it has something to do with that as well. I oftentimes don't ember unless I'm struggling with a boss or a certain area, whatever. I oftentimes save them because they're not super rare, but it's not something you want to just like blow through. Oh, shoot. No, I don't. Okay. I don't have the banner. I gotta go talk to her. Turns out you do have to go talk to that NPC. It's funny, I'll do that after I beat the boss, but it's all good. Also, well, I guess I'll talk about the souls. Where? Here it is for. Okay, Vort's soul. You want to be careful with the boss souls. Some of them are valuable, some of them are hot garbage, and you can just take them for souls. I was the type of my first playthrough. I was trying to collect every item. If you don't need to do that. If it's an item, if it's a weapon or whatever that does not interest you, you can just gobble it up and get a bunch of souls in your thing. These guys here, like I said, are going to absolutely mess me up if I try to fight them. So all I'm going to do is this: get fucked, get fucked, get fucked. Just run into the room. Run into the room. I believe they de-aggro. Yeah, they can't get in here. Alright, you gotta talk to this lady.
Ah, the wait has been long, and I am Emma, High Priestess of... Allow me to speak for you. Will not find the lords of... They have left to their journeying homes. Head to the bottom of the forge on through...
Okay, there's the banner.
This farewell, it is the... If you fear, then... And the...
And then you get the Way of the Blue, which is a Covenant item.
What is wrong? Are you not... Is this...
Any NPC, just, I'm sure you've played with all the other games. You just
want... What is wrong? Are you... Is... What is wrong?
Make sure they start repeating the same thing, and then you're good. Like I said, there is something you can do in here that triggers a boss fight with her. That ladder will fall down. It gives you access to a whole new area if you beat the boss. The boss is in this room. I don't want to reveal who it is now. It's a pretty sweet fight. It's definitely one of the most well-known fights of the whole game, I would not recommend fighting that boss right now. I'll say that much. I don't know what this item is. While I'm over here, I guess I'll... Oh, there's another item. Weapon for you if you're looking. I think it's like a pole arm. Long distance thing. I'm not looking for a long pokey stick, so does not concern me. Run away, the knight de-aggro. Just double check and make sure there's no items over here. Doesn't look like it. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna go to the next area and then I'm gonna go back and spend my souls. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna go back right now. So that I can just run through the next area pretty quick.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak. Farewell.
Ooh, before I do that, let me show you what you can do with the souls. You'll notice these are the thrones of the Lords of Cinder. Most of them are empty. These are the main story bosses of the game you need to beat to go to the final boss. There is, however, you can read the back of them, they'll tell you what they are, right? This is Aldrich of the Deep, and they all have their own different ones. This one right here, though, Lothric, the Exiled, did not abandon his throne, and he is sitting right here waiting for you. It's not a very imposing looking character.
All that unkindled, and as I am Lothric of court, look not in if substance this
You can read that on your own.
knowest thou five the surviving.
Okay, we don't have the item yet. Eventually, oh, damn it, that's fine. Eventually we get an item that we will give him that allows us to convert our boss souls into items. You can't do it yet, so just hold on to the boss soul, don't spend it, and just wait. But that's who you go to eventually when you get it. I can't quite remember what the name of the item is, but I'll figure it out once I see it. If you got the Estus shard, you can go here and do reinforce. I don't have one. You can do a lot also, and you can change. Right? If you're casting and you want some MP flasks, and you can change it. I'm all health, so there we go. Just double check. I don't have enough Titanite shards to upgrade my weapon anymore. No. Do not hit Andre, you dummy. Ooh, that was very bad. Okay. Sorry. I'm playing with a 7-week-old baby on my chest that needed to move, and I accidentally almost killed the blacksmith, which would have ruined this game.
Very well. Then touch taken.
I don't know what the consequences of that are, but I really don't want to find out either. Okay. Like I said, I want to get strength at 15 also.
Farewell, Ashen One.
So I'll show you. This is Grey Rat over here on the ground. He tells you some items, nothing super important. I always like to check in with him. Always talk to him when you come back to the Firelink, or after you've done kind of a story beat, or you've progressed a little bit. Come back and talk to him, because he eventually disappears and goes and he gets you items and stuff, and there's something you do for him. Just kind of check in with him every now and then. Alright. I have... Yeah. Okay. Kind of just want to drop off all these items I don't need or want. Just to not clutter up my inventory. This is the ring you get from Grey Rat. You can either keep it and not complete his NPC quest, or give it to the person he wants you to give it to. So I picked one of these up as well. I think this is the thing that's on the balcony above the Winged Knight. Basically, you put this on, and it sacrifices the ring. The ring breaks, but you don't lose souls. I've never used the thing. I have to keep that. I've never used the thing. This is the Covenants. I will get more into the Covenants later, but just understand that there's groups you can join in this game that collect items and do certain things for NPC quest lines and whatnot, but we don't need to get into that right now. Let's go to the next area and on to yeah, just the next fun little bit. So now that we have the banner, we just come down here, raise the banner, hitch a ride to our next location. You can watch that if you'd like, but welcome to the Undead settlement. Should light the bonfire, and away we go. Again, I'm kind of doing this all from memory, so if I miss something, this is not a complete walkthrough, but just the things I remember from my play that I might, you might have missed. So, go pick up that soul. Walk down here. A couple little jump scares we need to be aware of. I like to come here wait for the gate to open, let the dogs do some of the dirty work for me. Those would all be one-hit kill enemies anyways, but at least they're not grouped up. I forgot I didn't have my shield on. That would have been bad. You want to kind of stay in this little area right now. You don't want to go too far out. You don't want to go too far that way. You get jumped by some other people. Okay, this is progression. You pull this lever, go that way. I'm not doing that yet. Some more stuff over this way we can grab real quick. Nothing over there. This is the jump one. Just a little dog over, couple dogs over here, chewing on some bones. Skull. And the pilgrims.
Please, grant me death. Undo my shackles.
You'll notice all of them are dead, except for this guy.
Oh, then the
Talk to
champion
him.
of to be in your presence is a great. I am Yol of Lod. Somehow
Yol.
I favor perhaps my calling lies. Say, I was once a sorcerer. Oh,
Accept his
I
service.
should be I.
And he goes back to Firelink. So, NPC for you there to pick up if you missed him. Obviously, he's kind of hidden. You'll grab him real quick. You're going to want to have him. Homeward Bone, so that transports you back to Firelink or the bonfire. I can't remember which one. Very helpful. Now we can progress. The next bonfire is very close by, so definitely get there. My daughter's starting to squirm awake, so this might be cut short here. But as far as a recap for the first area and intro to the second area, I guess that will be this video. This thing's just nasty. This axe is just nasty. Here's the bonfire, so not too bad. Rest, just top everything off. One of the most fantastic parts about Dark Souls 3 is that it's just a really short place to show you. But the world is all right here. Everything we're going to do, you can basically see from right here. So, it's pretty cool. Okay. Easy backstab. Alright, we're going to the horror house. It is a pretty scary place your first time in here, because you think everything wants to kill you. And a lot of the stuff does want to kill you, so. Okay, little shield. Knock all this stuff down, not come over this way. So this guy doesn't drop on you. Unless I just get beat by him anyways. Okay. Oh no, what have I done? I fell. That's not good. Okay, well, my whole flow for this area is now off, but try not to fall. Step one. There's another one up here. Get in the bush. God damn it. So, a couple of these little sneaky bastards. He was hiding right here on the floor. Normally, if you come down the stairs the normal way, not like an idiot, you can drop attack him and kill him, and then run over and kill this guy and run over and kill that guy. But I decided to do it like an idiot. Go back up here. There's something I want to do for sure. Okay, this balcony. If you come out here, this body, hit it to the floor. If you fall, you fall. It's all good. You were about to come here anyways. But this is tied to Grey Rat's NPC questline. This is the woman he wanted you to find. She's dead. So you now have proof of that to return to him. Just to connect the world. I think all the enemies are gone. So, that's where I just was. Where I fell. Normally you would have just, okay, progressed through here. Instead of falling, I think there's one more enemy up here I didn't do. He's kind of hidden, and I think he has an item, but I can't remember what it is. So, there he is. He's got the fork. Oh, fantastic. Literally gives you garbage. And then repair counter. So, nothing super critical. If you missed it, don't go back for it. Alright, let's talk about this area right now. There's a couple different groups of people, as you'll see here, scattered around. If you aggro all of them, you're going to have a bad time. In the middle here, right above my head, is a woman that will fuck you up if you are not aware of her. I hate those enemies. I hate her. She's a real pain in the butt to fight. You can use these barrels to your advantage, as they are all exploding barrels. I don't know. really don't want to fall. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, that was a really shitty throw. Wow. So they'll blow up and it will kill some of them. Okay? So you can do that. There's more exploding barrels over there to take out those guys. Then you can kind of slowly pick these guys off. As long as you don't blast out here, you're not going to piss her off. And you can kill most of the swarm before, you know, needing to proceed. I'm going to see if I can get through this without dying. And then I'll explain where to go from here, because this is a very, very, very important area. And there's a lot of little different branching paths, and they go all different ways. So, pretty important spot right here. Below those two high, sky high. Okay. I think that might be it on as far as my easy pass to those things. She's on good now, so we're in for a fun time here. So, she's a caster. She sends this thing out at you. Do not let it hit you. It will eat you up. She can send multiples of them. She only fires those off if you get too far away from her. You don't want to get too close, though. She also comes with a lovely little bonking stick that will not be your friend. Do not let her hug you when she's on fire. I don't think I need to explain that, but just in case. Don't love that. Alright, cool. So, I guess she's called an evangelist. Not someone I like fighting. I will pretty much kill her this time and then avoid her every other time. So you saw there that was an Estus shard. That is going to allow me to get more Estus flasks. Definitely want to pick that up. Super duper important. Well, maybe not important, but very helpful. I thought there was that. An ember. Okay. And then soul. Not one of these bodies. Yeah, there it is. So some of these bodies have items in them, and there's little glowing orbs on them if they do. So if you have... let's see if this works. I don't have the stats for it, but... apparently I can't do anything with this. Oh, never mind. So, Kukuri, they're basically just throwing daggers. I don't know how they're different from throwing daggers and throwing knives, but just something, another quick throw item to pull enemies. Definitely want to keep those in your inventory at all times. Alright, so these two were hiding. I can now kind of explain the area here. These two were hiding down here underneath this little lip of the walkway. We have a couple choices. You can go into this building and stumble and bumble and fumble your way around through there and get messed up by some people. I would recommend going this way across the bridge for right now. A couple things here that will be better. You can still access this way coming from the other direction, and I think it's easier. I think it's easier coming from the other way because all the enemies are facing this way, and so you get to kind of sneak up behind them a little bit. It's also just kind of a pain in the butt. I don't like that room. There's a secret little pathway over here. behind these barrels. I'm gonna go here, clean this place out first. Couple guys that'll pop up on you. On the go. This big axe. Another soul. There's that. The guy drops down with a big old sword. Smash him. Whoa, 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 whoa. Prematurely hitting him. Okay, then you can open this door. Then I would run back. Okay. Then I'd run back and then I'd come to this little side path. If you have a shield, super helpful to block their little throwing knives. They can be a bit of a pain, but you can also dodge them and just kind of like hide from them. But there's a couple of these little fuckers that will blow dart you, and then a couple that want to attack you in person. So you get to deal with both. Speed is the name of the game here. Hide behind the rocks, or try to hide behind the rocks. You can. Ow. Don't get ambushed by these. Die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Freaking out. Freaking out. Okay. Back on track. Your goal is to get to the ladder, get up here, so that these guys stop blow darting you. Knock him down. There's like 11 of these guys up here, it seems. Kill them as fast as you can. Don't worry about the roof. You can get to anywhere you need on here. But just pick these little boogers off. Okay. Whew. Couple things. This building that I'm on right now, the door I just opened is directly below me. If you want, you can drop off here. I think you'll survive that. And you can move on, or you can drop off over there by that item. I'll get those items eventually. Just a second. More fire bombs over here. Still got one of these little boogers. Really crappy shield.
Another Nana disappeared. So Granton carries a cage he ever had. And Nana's never coming back. So come into the cage and become Nana's shade.
This guy's gonna be a little dangerous, actually. I don't know what you get for killing this guy. Anything at all. Maybe don't kill him. It's probably best not to kill NPCs. But I did. What he's talking about is up here. Actually, is this... Okay. I just want to show you. So if you need to know, you can. If you drop back down, there's that door we opened. You can go over to the bridge here. Go across the bridge. These are explosive barrels, and there are some people up here that will shoot flaming arrows at you and blow you to hell. My recommendation is get over to the bridge, see where the guy is walking, drop down there onto that little ledge. It is a pain to fight him down there. Do your best, don't fall. There's an item over here, but that's it. You walk along this path and into where that lantern is, and that is your next bonfire. I don't really want to go that way right now. Because backtracking this way is a real pain. But if you go in there, then you can, like, you pop up behind this building and you can get up through all this stuff. In that little, on the top of this tower here, in that cage is an NPC, is a pyromancer NPC. So if you want to get pyromancies and train, you need to get him out of that cage. You're going to want to do that. I am going to, don't fall, show you this little secret. Our lovely little friend here has a cage on his back. I don't know if he will attack you or not. I don't ever want to find out. So I was waiting for him to pass, sneak up behind him, and examine his cage. If you did not do this, go do it before you activate the final boss of this area for the first time. Go do this. Because if you don't, I don't think it fully locks you out of something. Just chucked me down in a pit. I don't think it fully locks you out of something, but it definitely, it makes it, you have to wait to do something later on. I can't quite remember what it is, but just do this now, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore. What you don't realize yet is that this is actually part of the arena for the final boss of the area. You start up there, and you fall down here to finish him off. If you activate the boss the first time, and he breaks through the floor, your file now recognizes that this has been destroyed, and this guy is not down here. So.
Well, what's up? This pit is for hollows, not for the likes of you sane folk. Or perhaps you are a hollow. Yes, yes. Then it's important to know, but we'll all be mad soon enough.
So there's the shield. And then there's this altar. These shackles are one of the Covenant items, and this is one of the Covenant locations.
Beware. The shack, you might need this. Come here to pile up. You'll see when you...
So this is the Mound Maker Covenant.
You'll go. Take my... This
Get a
pit
homeward
is for
bone.
You've...
So that you can get out of here.
This pit, you've...
So, anyways. Right here is your Covenant items. These... They don't really do anything for you. It's mostly PvP stuff. Don't worry about it right now. You just, don't even put one on. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just leave that blank right there. Longbow. Okay. Alright. So, there's nothing else to do in this room. Eventually there will be a bonfire down here, but you have to beat the boss first. So what we have to do is we have to end up using that homeward bone that he just gave us. How many? Ooh. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to the Hireling Shrine, spend my souls, and then I will go through, I guess, the next area. And we only got 10 minutes left, so I gotta kind of end it here quick. But
Welcome home, speak. Very well, then take note.
let's see what we got. Okay. 2 levels. Let's do endurance and vigor.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Oh, I have an Estus shard. Ooh. This guy showed up. Go talk to him.
And well, you're not alone. Gives me and it have us seek the weird. Don't you think?
Emote.
What a sick asking us to see talk. Ooh, good. What do you? Let's take a EA and aim such a at the foot if
Okay. Don't accidentally attack him like I did the first time. There's this guy up here as well.
And fast on the trail, then these red eyes are for you.
He gives you correct red eye orb. Again, it's
Use
PvP
them to
item stuff.
pillage embers and briefly heighten your strength. What else are unkindled there? Pillage ember. What else? Pillage what?
Okay. Don't think there's any more NPC stuff going on here. I can show you one more kind of cool thing about the Firelink Shrine. If you go up to the very tippy top here, first of all, if you fall, you will die, so don't do that. There was an item or something. This little doorway at the top goes somewhere special. Eventually something falls there and you pick up, but you're now on top of the Firelink Shrine. I don't know what's over there. I can go back that way. Up here, though, you hit a locked door, you hit a soul. Eventually, you can purchase a key for like 10,000 souls or something to open this door. It goes up, and then you can access that way and open this ladder. There is a way, I don't know exactly what the secret is. You can jump up this like tree and hop onto the wall. Oh, why don't I just get it doing the whirlwind? That's pretty close. That's pretty close. Either way, you can cheese your way up there. It's not really super duper worth it. A couple items. But there's also Pickle Pea up there. Pickle Pea is an invisible crow. Yes, it's an invisible crow that when you leave certain items for him, he gives you certain items back. If you're super curious, shouldn't be a huge spoiler, but you can look up Pickle Pea drops, and it'll tell you exactly what item you need. Some of them are just like mundane items, it's like literally like a firebomb or a black firebomb, and then he'll give you something. And some of it's gear, and some of it is also, trash items you don't really need. But there's a couple in there that you really want to grab. So we can get there eventually. Eventually, once you unlock this area, you can get up there naturally. But there is a bit of a secret little NPC hiding up there for you to stumble across. Or not. I'm sure there's plenty of people that go the entire game and never encounter Pickle Pea. So, Anywho, okay, I only got... Oh, I forgot to do the shard again.
Ah, 'tis good, wasn't he?
Reinforce the flask, yes. You always want to know a lot. Just make sure you got the right number.
Pretty be careful.
Just double check I can't
just
upgrade my
wasn't
weapon. Nope. Need 2 more shards.
Pretty be careful.
Back to the Undead settlement. I'll show you the fast way to run through this place because you might die a couple times. That guy won't mess with you. Definitely got to kill these 2 every time though. Bum rush them. This time without falling like an idiot. Come here. Because, I mean, I don't need to go down in this area. I always just kind of skip it and I jump off the balcony. Oh, I could have gone and talked to Grey Rat also. I forgot. Okay, so none of these guys aggro, and you can just run this way and skip all that nonsense. These, damn it! Stop that. Like farmers. I am the Ashen One. I'm gonna get us to the next bonfire, and then I'll call it quits. So, I think you can get hit down here by their little throwing dagger things from that guy. So just kind of move quick. There's a shield back there that you probably won't ever use. Ow. So this is the guy. I always like to either have him like blow up the barrels, so it just like removes the danger. Ow, that was a really, really poorly timed heal. Just make an absolute run for it. Into this room, and here's your next bonfire. I'll go back and grab this item, see what it is exactly. Make sure I don't die from this guy, which is a very distinct possibility. Oh, secret hidden guy. Fun. My favorite type of Dark Souls enemy. Shard, that's important. So, as you can tell, you can get hit down here, so don't stand around too much. Just to connect the world, you run out this door, up these stairs, you're on the back side of this house. So this is where the fire guys are throwing these things. If you run up here, clear past all these guys. This might be really stupid to do. It's the guy bombing me. Damn it. The pyromancer's back there. Oh my god. Watch out for him. Watch out for him. There's some items over here. Some items down here you want to grab. Down at the end of this thing there's an item. So, if you missed some of this stuff, come check it out. Oh, and now I'm dead. So, fantastic. See you next time.